In arrivals, you've just arrived. You're born again. And everything's exciting. You've just reached a new country. And actually, airport arrivals is an exciting place. It's a great place to be. And you can spend several hours happily in airport arrivals. It's got shops, it's got cafes, it's exciting, the temperature's usually a bit warmer. It's a good place to be. But it's not the place to stay. And I think it can happen that we can be born again, we can become Christians, and it's an easy place to stay. But yet there's a whole country to explore, a whole kingdom to explore. As a Christian, there's so much of God to explore and discover. And as a church, I think that's always been the hardest thing. We've been saying, yeah, come into the kingdom, come into the kingdom, come in, we'll be friendly, come in. And we're all in the arrivals. And people venture out and say, yeah, well done. But as a church, we really want to say, right, let's go on, so let's really venture out a bit more systematically. Let's venture out. And that's what growing in God is about. And I'm not going to say too much today, but next Sunday we're going to be looking at the whole area of growing in God in one sermon. No, the whole area of growing in God. And how, as a church, we're going to go about doing this. What we're proposing for this. And it's a really exciting ideas that we've got. I really hope that you can be here. I really hope as many people as possible can be here, so that we can just present to you the big announcement almost about what we're going to do to try and establish sustained and sustainable growth in God. I am so excited about this that I want to tell you now, but I'm not going to. I want to wait until next Sunday. So I just want to finish with this verse, just to inspire you. Jeremiah, verse 29, chapter 29, verse 11, and we'll finish with this, because this is about growing in God. And it's about everything we talked about today. It was originally to Israel, but now we're God's people too, so we're accepting this for us. I know the plans I've got for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. We arrive in God's kingdom, we arrive in arrivals, and He's saying, I've got plans for you. I've got plans for you. Plans to prosper you, to give you hope in the future. And good news, there are no exceptions. There aren't the exception because you don't know about my situation, Lord. He does. And you're not an exception. There are no exceptions. I've got plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Let's look forward to that, and let's embrace what God has got for us, and let's like I say, next week is when we're really going to be doing that. So yeah, we've come a long way as a church. We're doing a lot, reaching into the community, reaching out, and now we want to go into a season of really, whilst we're still doing those things, focus on how we can grow as Christians and grow as a church in God. So looking forward to that. You can switch it off now.